hello and welcome back to Factorio. We need to get some copper and also some oil. So, let's do it. Okay, there are no thingies up there, which is good. We'll have to, there we go. So what we need, we have power poles, we need more pipes, we have flamers, and we need walls. And also some drones. We have over 1,000 drones here. Well, that's good. But where? I guess we'll have to search for him. Okay, yeah, let's get the other two things we need. No, the largy bots. No, for whatever reason, the, construction ones don't want to come out of play. Where are they? Probably, like, over there, right? Yeah, there are some. Some more. Aha. Okay. So the first step to making a new base is, roughly finding where we want to make the pipes go, which will be here, and then doing it. Oh yeah, right, I'll also put an engine here. There we go. There we go. So now that we're here... we'll very quickly build up some walls. And we're just the tiniest bit out of range. Okay. A lot of those walls are fucked up for some reason. I'll have to fix that eventually. We'll get these ones. I don't care. Okay, so... this isn't a good design. The dragon teeth. They're not dragon teeth. They're, I don't even know what I call them, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Then we add the little edge piece. Good enough. Probably a bit far from the walls, honestly, but, let's see. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah, we'll have to, move the walls a lot closer. Like this, right? Yeah. We don't have any of the actual, bots ready for this reason. Because I wanted to, finally get a working design. We don't have an interior wall, like, one that goes like this yet, but we really won't have to use that one often, so I'm happy with just ignoring that it exists. For now, at least. We'll do this. Yeah, shit. It's not a perfect method, but... there we go. This place will most likely be attacked from this side anyways, so we have that. So now we can... we didn't bring any walls. Put this in, where the flame is. Do we have enough for a car? No, we do not. Okay. I also did not bring any mining drills. I did actually bring a decent chunk of belts, but that's not gonna do us any good. Come on. 1.1k walls. How did I manage to... I'm an idiot and put it into the trash instead of the, how did I do that? I don't even know. Okay. But yeah, we just need walls and everything else for a base. Whatever. We don't have an iron deficit anymore. I don't know how much longer we won't have one, but... you know, that's good. So some of those... some drills... oh, we actually have a lot of drills and a lot of walls. The big kahuna's nearly done in, you know... the reason why I'm researching nuclear weapons is because we will need them. I hope that's sort of self-explanatory. We sort of need them. So I'll put a chest here with the important-ish stuff that I don't need at the moment. What else? Repair packs, yeah. And I'll also get enough for a loudspeaker. For those who don't know why I use loudspeakers, I guess I'll show you the trick again this time that I've figured it out. By the way, I'm using a F4 command to show me logistics, to show circuit networks on the map, and it's a really useful toggle, and honestly, it should just be like in this empty slot here. It is that useful of a toggle. but it's, you know, more useful to keep it permanently on than off, so permanently enabled it is. And also, for once, I'll actually dig out a bit of a hole there and use my car that's parked here from last time I used it. Okay, let's just deal with this. There's a sort of discomfort you feel when you are very early on-ish in a Factorio run. It depends on how early on you are, I guess, but, you know, considering this is Space Age, makes sense it's not as, you know, it makes sense it'll take longer than a normal run. But, yeah, like, this is gonna take a while. And for that reason, it is kind of tense. So if I put 2 of these in here and connect a loudspeaker to the other one, like this, you see, if I now select, it's over here, you see it can sense there are 200. You should only connect it to 1, not to multiple. That was my mistake before. And it needs to make an alarm if there are less than 50. That is global, and that is this one. So, there we go. I don't know why I specifically like that buzzer, but I always use the burp, 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 sort of. It sounds more foreboding. Less cartoonish, because, like, the first one's kind of honestly overused. But yeah, I'll just pick some of these back up, because, there we go. Come on, guys. It's not that big of a job. 1, 2... 144! One of these can mine... 0.6 per second. 144. 120 times 0.6 is 72. Which means we can roughly do... if it was 144... then it'd be 86. Yeah, we'll do, just to be safe, 2 copper belts. The reason why, even if we can technically get a peak that is closer to 3 belts, getting 2 belts sustained is better. Because that way, it's just kind of lower maintenance, and that is important on a, space race run. You know, not space race, sorry, Space Age, because I have the sort of, at least right now, I'm expecting to spend a lot of time on, like, Vulcanus or whatever, right? That's gonna be our first planet. We tried going there previously, and got our asses handed to ourselves by some, space rocks. So, in order to stop that from happening again, I shall just do this. Wait a minute, I'll do this one like this as well. Yeah, okay, and then this one will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is very loud and annoying, but I'll deal with it for now. There's gonna be the middle one that I'll be splitting in half. To show you the power of Flex Seal, I made a flashy video. Well, Flex Seal is, according to a video I've seen once, actually very mid. The alarm works, which is good. Well, when I say mid, I mean it is from what I remember. Flex Seal, if you remember that, was kind of very similar to a lot of the other things some guy tested. Like, it was solid. It was just, you know, special because of the funny advertising. Which, if anything, shows you the power of good advertisements. I mean, that's why people like Apple. Not because of the things Apple makes. I would call myself a bit of a technological connoisseur. I am a bit of a nerd. And to me, Apple is not seen in a very positive light. Let's put it that way. And if you really want to know why, I don't want to get into it. It is kind of complicated, but basically, the biggest one has to be the anti-consumer practice stuff. I just, like, I understand that, we live in a society, TM, right? Something, capital interests, something, Karl Marx. But there's a difference between, like, Logitech trying to, you know, nag you into installing the dog shit Logitech options software just so I can, like, change if, you know, just so I can enable or disable the, fucking, what are they called? Like, the functionality of my... Okay, let me try this again. So I have this Logitech, wireless Bluetooth keyboard, right? It's 60%. I don't know. It's like 10 keyless, and it's kind of very. It's a K380 Plus, I think. It's very nice. You can connect it to 3 devices. The latency is really good. You know, it's a Logitech, which means that it's really interesting, and then it's just completely let down by its software. And the software is, oh boy. So you guys know how, you have those, okay, basically you can't actually use the, like, I can't set the F keys to be like, you know, F1, F2, F3. They'll be media keys first, unless Logitech software is active. It's not that I have to set it in Logitech options, it's that if Logitech options isn't running, they will be media keys. So it basically forces me to enable Logitech options in the fucking background if I want to actually use them as media keys, so that when I hit Alt F4, I close my web browser instead of opening another web browser. This is because I sometimes use my laptop instead of my computer. And, you know, the laptop keyboard is kind of out of the way, and it's kind of like an extra monitor. Well, I just connect it to another input on my main monitor. So in order to, you know, it's just a lot of hassle, and it's very frustrating. Okay, like... Oh, we will need both... We'll just need, yeah, both lines of copper, just... Man. Come on. I'll do it like this, because I'm lazy. Guys, I kind of needed those, but okay. I'll get new ones. And look at that beautiful wave. Betcha that's gonna boost the power draw dramatically once they all go to charge. The snake. The snake. God, I love the little stupid bots. I love them so much. Just the way they go in a line. This is what the construction bots are for. They're just such adorable little things. I think it's because of the way I place them. But holy like the belts, that's why they're moving like that. But holy shit, there's a very adorable side to just watching the little stupid bots just go in a wavy line like a little snake. You gotta admit that. And also seeing all of them. Let's see the power draw. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. 30 megawatts just on those. And sadly, we aren't seeing full saturation yet, but we'll see that soon. So I'll temporarily stop this. And I'll do this. And then... just add more. Add more. This is the shittiest 4-to-3 splitter I've ever made. Oops. There we go. It's one. Oh my god. Mr. Space Outpost, how are you doing? I shit you not, this method actually works. I'm shocked. What do you actually need? You need a cargo bay. That's the only thing you're lacking right now. How's the power doing? It's somehow doing okay. We're drastically out of, I have a solution. Let's do space science a little bit, and then we'll, go back and deal with our chronic lack of oil. Oh, we seem to be out of sulfuric acid. How can I tell? Well, we're out of batteries, and we have... the other two can actually no. No, actually, yeah, I'm right. God, I wish I had oil liquefaction. But if I look for oil liquefaction, sorry, coal liquefaction, see this metallurgic science back? Well, you see what it's locked behind. It's Vulcanus. Also, I find it funny how you could theoretically, so, theoretically, you could do a burner-only run without researching electric mining drills up until you have to go to Vulcanus, which you need to in order to go to Aquilo. Okay, so maybe Gleba has some redeeming qualities to it. Like, you get a bunch of bio stuff. Epic quality. But, more importantly for me, transport belt capacity. That's a bulk insert, stack inserter. You need jelly. In layers. How much throughput is that gonna be? Gee, you could have the entire main bus and, like... How high can you stack it? Hold on. Hold on. Stack insert it. So that is 2 on a belt, 3 on a belt, and 4 on a belt. And that means that every one of these guys can have an extra inserter capacity. Okay, Gleba does have some cool stuff, and so does Vulcanus, but I still want to go to Vulcanus first. I don't know what Aquilo has. No, not Aquilo. I don't know what Fulgora has, but it seems to be kind of close. Can I? Okay, we're finally getting 2 full belts. Very clearly, this isn't a very good balancer. But, what I need to know... First of all, how's the power doing? Power's doing fine. Second of all, yeah, see, we could never get such high sustained. But, yeah, look, we are getting a decent chunk of change out of this. It's fine. And now we are actually gonna be getting a full belt. Okay, it's finally time to get the oil, which means I have repair packs, have a tank. Fun fact, you can do this. Not very recommended, mainly because you're limited to the, you're limited to whatever your radars can see, but, and it's a very good but. Where am I? I'm down there, okay. You can just drive your tank down to wherever you are. Now, I will need some ammo. And, ooh. How much rocket fuel do I... No, I'll actually get more rocket fuel. It's not like we're running out. We are actually low on oil, but, yeah, okay. Well, before that, I promised I want to see in space first how many, we have a few, not that many, it's fine. Okay, I want to create another cargo bay, for which we need... Okay. Okay. I need more LDS. Well, there's actually a lot of LDS over there, backed up. Because we're out of batteries, baby. What do I need for you? Okay. How many inserters do I have in space? 10. Okay. 1, 2. We'll get 2 more. Sure, why not? Don't see the harm in that. Somebody say 6 more? I said 6 more. I want a lot of them, so I can make a lot of space signs. It's not necessary, but it is, sort of. Oh, they'll probably fit. We'll also put in... Yeah, the rest of them will be space platforms. I don't know how many we can fit. We'll see. Not that many, surely. Yeah. Why is it... Okay, we have to really quickly just do a bit of reorganization, you know, like, this. You can actually just chop all of this off. And then, add you. What do you mean there's another one? Since when did I have 5? Anyways, yeah, we'll have room for 6 more. This is not gonna be the platform we're flying to, Vulcanus, don't worry. This is the platform we'll use to hunt for space rocks with. This is mostly because we need a lot more ice. What do we have in here? We'll need a... Okay, we have 2 more collectors. So, put one like this. Oh, we need more of those. Well, actually, maybe we can, squeeze in a few more. We have some undergrounds. Okay. So yeah, we're still very low on ice, which is annoying. It's like there's nearly no ice crystals anywhere here, probably because we're too close to the sun. Have we used up all the collectors? No. Okay, ooh, ice. And some big rocks. Okay. This seems to be working great. Minus the whole not really having a lot of the, space rocks aspect, but, ooh. Munch. Okay, so, anyways, let's finally do the mission. So the plan part 1 is, and this is what I kind of wish, I remember there was a mod which let you put a tank onto the back of the train without disassembling the train, sorry, without disassembling the tank, which was kind of cool to preserve fuel, even if it was annoying. Fuck. Fuck! Okay, that could have gone way worse if we hit the train. Gotta be shitting me. Now. Okay, let's head all the way down and deal with the bugs. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're done with the atom. We can now harness the power of the sun. We actually, oh, we should do that the moment I come back. Sadly, this kind of filled up. Oh. Whatever. Oh, they're angry. Whatever. Be angry. I don't care. Okay. For this. Ooh. They're gonna get stuck eventually. Anyways, yeah, let's hope... Oh, by the way, we'll have to obliterate some of these guys in the way, but, let us hope that the mineral patch is rich. There's gonna be like 5 of them, right? Yeah, that's gonna be it. These ones over here. The coast is actually sort of clear. But, no, it's not. So, let us begin the action. Go away. There we go. God damn. Why are the small spitters still spawning? Are there still a... Maybe they're like the original ones from when the base was first loaded? Who knows? These ones are kind of far away. So we'll actually... Okay, so that means we only need power poles. Huh. We'll come here not with trains, but with a tank next time as well. We'll just place down some power poles, but, probably need to obliterate this, because it's gonna be kind of close to the rail line. Come on. Come on. Got it. You good. You good. You good. There we go. Don't even need to aim with this weapon. Granted, with nukes, you really don't need to aim, but still, until you get to behemoths, then you kind of do. I can aim, but with this thing, I don't have to. If you're wondering why we are researching mining productivity, it is because, ladies and gentlemen, it is just about the most... Does this apply? Oh, it applies to pump jacks. Yeah, it is just about the most useful overall tech you can get. Doesn't matter what you're doing. There's no way mining prod isn't gonna be useful unless you're like literally doing I don't even know what. There has to be some kind of challenge run where mining prod isn't useful. Or maybe, I guess, if you have, like, an unlimited resources mod. But even then, you would still have, like, faster mining. What you don't realize, mining productivity is actually... It's not just, like, you mine ores slower. No, no, no. You mine ores at the same speed. You know, like, for instance, one of these bad boys, right? If you see... I need to find a mine that's not backed up. You see, I swear to God. Okay, look at this. So this is still mining at a normal speed, but sometimes it'll just shit out a random extra bonus. It is probably, like, one of, if not straight up the best, like, just infinite researches in the game, right? Like, infinite damage is nice, but at some point, your infinite damage outscales, like, if you look at, you know, this, right? At some point, infinite damage outscales the bugs. Like, if you're making a 10 billion, like, SPM megabase, right, eventually, your flamers will be able to melt through, like... Okay, so the way it works is there's the normal flamer... Oh, for fuck's sake. The way it works is, right, like, you would have so much DPS, right, that, just the flames would be able to melt through a behemoth, so they would just be blocked by the fire. They couldn't get through. But, you know, and at that point, they'll be killed in one tick anyways, who cares? But with this... Oh, but with this... Every single time, like, if you get to mining productivity 1 billion, right? You have infinite ores. You win. Like, that's the main challenge of the game over. Okay, gamers, now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. I need 7 pump jacks. Okay, so... let's deal with that now. At the time of filming is the 23rd of February. And I was thinking about it. There's an Arduino project I want to start doing. I had a bit of an epiphany last night while watching a fucking StarCraft 2 cast in bed. I had this idea which would completely revolutionize my secret Arduino project. So maybe I'll try doing that. But that's not as important as my YouTube stuff, though I would make a video if I managed to do that successfully. I will try to style... I'll try to style it in a way where it doesn't look like an IED, because the last thing... Everything I make with Arduinos kind of looks like, I'd get my face kicked in at airport security. But that is, more a fault with them, because they just don't understand my genius. It's not even genius. I talked to somebody who's a programmer as, like, a job. And when they heard the idea, they thought about it, and they were like, oh yeah, this is a really straightforward way to implement this. I guess the difference is, some people take Arduinos as a, well, not some people, TM, you know, like, when you look at Arduinos, right, some people will take them as an, you know, as a test of your programming skills, and some people will take them as a test of, like, your engineering skills, and I'm the former. Because I was trying to build a parallel 3-wire network protocol. So the difficulty in that is that, well, we'll go through what each one of those means. So parallel 3-wire, by that I mean, first of all, 3-wire, I mean, use your brain. It runs off of only 3 wires. When you hear about it, it sounds overly complicated, and that's because it sort of is, but it isn't, actually. It is it's simplified, so that it's kind of shitty, but it's fine for an Arduino. The general idea is just that you, basically dumb down, how the networking works, where you have 3 wires, and it's kind of like radio, where the Arduino will, check if it can speak by, like, checking if the talk pin is set to low. If it's not, it'll set it to high, which will alert all the other Arduinos, because normally talk is an interrupt. And, like, then you would have them read stuff with a very simple system, and, queue stuff up to a buffer, and then while the talk pin is turned off, then if the, some of the settings are right, it'll actually read what you told it, and it should all work if I actually do it, but the issue is, I could probably be on the moon right now if I wasn't lazy. That's called an exaggeration. Please don't assume that I think that I could fucking land on the moon. Maybe in Kerbal Space Program. Maybe in RSS. I've never played RSS. I don't know, it just never appeals to me. In KSP, realism never appealed to me. Because if I wanted realism, Kerbal Space Program kind of isn't that. KSP is the game where you do the crazy shit that, like, you would give a scientist, like, an aneurysm if you just ask him, like, hey, Mr. Science Man, why don't we just, like, use the fucking Project Orion or whatever it's called, you know, just, like, nuking, like, firing off small nukes to, propel ourselves. Like, okay, the other day, I read about this one attempted project, so I don't think it went anywhere, but the idea was that you detonate a small nuclear bomb underground in, like, a fucking giant pool of water, and then that steam rises up, heats up a bunch of turbines, and then falls back down. And theoretically, it should be really efficient, and theoretically, I would love to see this explored in some kind of game, but theoretically, if we did it in real life, it sounds like a really bad and stupid idea. Though it's not very radioactive. It'd probably be less radioactive than, like, fucking Chernobyl, or, like, whatever the fuck. Because if you think about it, the way nukes work, is they're not exactly radioactive. Which I get people are confused with. It is a nuclear bomb. It uses uranium or plutonium. But, the thing is, right, when a nuke goes off, it uses all of the fissile fuel in order to go boom. So if the nuke goes boom, logic would ask, what is there left to, like, leak radiation? And the answer is nothing. The answer is basically nothing. There are some residues, but it's really not much. At least when the nuke is airburst. If it's a ground detonation, then it gets a lot messier, but still... Like, what, if you detonated, like, a 100 kiloton bomb, like, a mile around ground zero would be heavily irradiated for a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as they are in, like, movies and such. Which always annoys me when I see stuff like Chernobyl or whatever. These are very interesting movies, but, like, sometimes I feel like when reality is so boring compared to fiction, I guess that's what I like about science fiction. It's, when you go so far beyond realism, you know, when you can actually suspend your disbelief, then it works, right? Like, if you would imagine Sonic Adventure 2, which is a bit of a pivot, I get it, but Sonic Adventure 2's story is off the rails insane in, like, a very entertaining way. So, when, like, Robotnik's dad, Gerald or whatever, is revealed at the end, there's the giant fucking lizard they have to work together to defeat. Like, at that point, after all you've been through, like, Sonic's there like, ah, yeah, a giant lizard. Let's show him who's boss, right, Shadow? Like, you know, and the player is, if the player isn't, like, pretending they're bad at the game for video views, which does happen, which is something I don't do. I'm just naturally like that when I fucking play games. God, I remember making that video. Fuck, okay, so I made the Sonic Adventure video, I guess I should talk about this, where I am just lost for the entire video. It's a really, honestly, shittily made video, and I just made it sort of as a joke, because one of my friends was, basically the thing is, I was trying to play the game without a guide, and I am bad at, like, fucking hub worlds, okay? I play this sort of stuff. And, well, I say that, I did beat Econite with the best ending. But, the point is, right? How much is this? Okay, that'll be researched pretty quickly. When I was playing Sonic Adventure 1, I was fucking lost. And after beating like the first Eggman fight, because I didn't realize that, oh, I can pick stuff up, you know? So I didn't know what to do, so I kept exploring, and then I kind of gave up, and then I would forget about all I did, and then come back, like, when I'm bored and I don't have anything better to do, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll find a new level, and the level was really good, by the way, but, so when I finally, one day I was like, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were like, oh, hey, you want some help? I can help you. And then I was like, no, I specifically want to find it out on my own. That is what makes this fun. Because if you would imagine, if you were like a kid or an adult playing this game back in like 98, 99, 2000, 2001, maybe 2002 if you're playing the dog shit like DX board. But, you know, like, if you are playing it back then, getting a hold of a guide is a lot harder. Granted, not impossible. I mean, the internet existed back then, and so did walkthroughs. Hell, I'm pretty sure we can do it now. Game Facts Sonic Adventure Guide. Sonic Adventure. Yeah, guide and walkthrough by D_Riley from 1999. Oh my god, this is a full guide. Yeah, if I looked at this walkthrough, it would have immediately helped me, but I didn't. Kinda crazy, isn't it? But it's whatever. Let's head down and continue doing what we've been doing. Come on. Use both of your legs Use both of your feet located at the bottom of your legs to propel yourself forwards. If you don't get that joke, it's fine. It was just an article making fun of some guy for having, like, bad writing, which, one thing which I feel like people need to realize is a lot of the time, even if all you do is write shitty fanfics, by shitty I mean, like, in terms of quality control, right? People always assume that, like, oh, my writing is shit. Look at how good this other person's writing is. Like, this person sold books and is really successful. Do you know how bad the writing in Harry Potter is? You know how popular that is? Undeservedly so, of course, but you know, it is kind of hilarious in a way. And you'll be wondering, wow, Creature, you're a Harry Potter hater. Yes. Yeah, I am. I'm very proud about being a Harry Potter hater. I never liked it. Never. I think one thing which kind of changed a lot of people's minds of Harry Potter was, well, the main writer, being, allegedly, because I don't actually know if it's true or not, I've just seen the memes, I can't confirm this, but living in a house of mold and tweeting some very unsavory things. But, like, what I've seen was only the movies, and my parents, who showed me this when I was younger, only ever saw the movies. Which kind of honestly makes me wonder how many people only know that from the movies, which definitely took a bit away from the shitty writing. And if you think that Harry Potter isn't written poorly, I mean, and like you enjoy it, like, okay, good. I hope I'm happy for you, because you can find fun in something I personally couldn't. But like, come on, it's fucking Harry Potter. You're a wizard. There's also a lot of, like, really, questionable writing, not from a, oh, this doesn't make any law sense perspective, but from, like, a what the fuck perspective. There are people way more qualified than me to talk about this, but, like, for an example, the fucking wizards have, like, genuinely, like, the power to save the world. You know, they could just help people who are suffering. You know why they don't? Because they don't want to. That's it. That's why. They just don't want to bother helping people who they could seriously help. Like, they could heal the sick. They could, like, you know, they could feed the poor. No. They just won't. For whatever fucking reason. I don't understand. I don't understand the reason why behind it, but that's the way you have to go back up there. And like it just kind of it makes you think, you know. At least I'll get to build the rails. It's not as bad as it could be. Also, this will be double-headed. Sorry, not double-headed. This will be a two-way rail later. You know, it's just there's some writing stuff that is just. I understand that I'm like one of those people who has like I do 1,000 things and I do 1,000 things very mediocrely, but like I have written stuff. Nothing I'd ever publish. Most I've done towards the closest I've gotten is sharing a paste bin in a group chat I'm in. And apparently it was decent. And the entire thing could genuinely just be like a creepy story from the web that somebody reads, but it could be decent. It's about the idea is basically just standard weird shit. I'm not honestly that proud of it, but I think the way I set it up is good. I'm way better at setting things up than actually like leading them to the logical, you know, conclusions. But it is what it is. It's not a particularly highbrow thing, and nothing ever is. I don't even like the term highbrow. I honestly find it kind of offensive because it's very much a thing where people think something is highbrow. Well, this is going to be very useful. People think something is highbrow just because, oh, it's a fine art. Ooh, it is truly incredible. But like, man, it's sometimes it's like, you know, Shakespeare was once considered like lowbrow, something only the unwashed masses would like find interest in. Shakespeare. I don't care for Shakespeare. But that's just because I just don't care. But you see what I mean? It's like people's tastes will just change over time, and people will act like it's always been this way. And it's dumb. It is dumb. Like, fucking the concept of highbrow is like, you know, like nowadays, right? We consider highbrow things as things that we imagine people in the past enjoyed. But people in the past enjoyed really bad and stupid things. You know what people in the past liked? Oh yeah, right, sorry, rich people in the past. But still, like, you know what people watched? People watched fucking train wrecks. And if you're wondering what I mean by a train wreck, I don't mean they enjoyed watching The Room, which you can get a lot of enjoyment out of, especially if you're not completely sober. However, I'm talking about actual, like, train wrecks. Like, you would have a fucking train, and you would have another train, and they would collide, and people would come to watch. It's like one of those fucking... It's like watching Russian car crash videos on YouTube. The difference is, when you're watching, like, Igor drunk drive into a wall at full speed, a part of, like, sharp metal is, hopefully, not going to fly out of your monitor and, like, decapitate you, while that happened in real life, when they, were watching two trains collide, because, you're watching boiler explosions. this is where I can plug my boiler explosion video again, which I really love that video. It's so stupid, and it's kind of in really bad taste, which is why I only picked, like, I only picked really old ones, because I felt like, okay, like, this is already in bad taste. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to, you know, it would just be in really bad taste to include, like, modern stuff. I understand, like, nowadays it's a little bit more, you know, people kind of like, oh, you're an edgy boy, ooh. But I'm not about that shit. I just, there's things I find funny and there's things I don't. I don't try to, like, be what I'm not. I made the boiler explosion video because I find the concept of a top 10 list talking about boiler explosions really funny. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but it is my kind of humor. Which is just kind of fucking, like, I don't even know. I could probably, like, ask a professional and they could, like, culturologist? I don't fucking know. And the professional could just explain to me, oh, this is actually, like, fucking, this is actually, like, post-irony, modern day, basically, Dadaism. And, where you, you know, find humor in things that shouldn't be funny because they aren't funny, but their absurdity makes them funny. Like, you know, I could find a rational explanation for why I find the concept of top 10 boiler explosions of all time funny, and the explanation would be accurate, but to me, to yours truly, me, I find not knowing why, and just finding it funny, a lot funnier than knowing why and finding it funny. Maybe it's a maybe it's a character flaw, maybe it's the opposite of a character flaw. If I'm really gonna be out of flamers, I'm gonna turn into, like, the fucking jungler. No, there's no way. We're fine. But such is life, isn't it? Like, you don't understand why you like some things. You know? There are plenty of things I like a lot, and I don't understand why. And I'll never begin to understand why. I just do. It is a very complicated thing, and a lot of people try to use the existence of like, a lot of people try to use, like, prescriptivism and claim a lot of stuff, but you know, it's kind of like how sometimes you have to, and this is the truth. Sometimes we have to lie to people in order to keep, like, some stuff safe, you know? Like, there are things that, the truth about them is, very inconvenient, okay? Just in general, for the way that some things work. So it is better for us to just pretend it doesn't exist, or pretend it's a much simpler thing, for now at least. Because just admitting some things is a little bit difficult. Like, the way the environment affects people mostly. The truth is, and, like, this is... I've heard of this thing called Rocco's Basilisk, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but the real, once you learn it, you don't unlearn it, is that everything in life is basically like a mixture of your experiences, right? Everything about you is just a mixture of your, like, of a bunch of things which happened, somehow amalgamating whatever, right? Like, every little weird thing you like just like, you know, I like Hot Wheels. The only reason I really do like Hot Wheels is because, you know, when I was a child, I saw Hot Wheels at the exact right moment in time for my brain to start liking the Hot Wheels. It is very complicated, and it is just raises a lot of questions. And sometimes, you know, there are people who would like to then use those questions to do some really bad things. So by bad I mean like fucking, you know what I mean, like harassment, murder in some cases, and justifying it by, oh, I'm just doing God's work, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know what I mean. It is genuinely like a, it is genuinely a problem. I have 100 wolves on me. But yeah, we have more oil. I'll have to patch up the railway. So yeah. I guess one issue is with me, I sometimes get pretty meta. Because I am meta. You know, like, that's the kind of person I am, right? Like, okay, we still need walls. We can drive you back. Come on. Well, we won't have enough signals. That's gonna be annoying. Well, over here, we can just really quickly. Wait. Just for now. Now, does this mean that you should double, like, use 2 rails instead of 1 whenever you have, like, a higher throughput requirement? Yes. Yes. You should only use single rails when you have low enough throughput to justify it. We won't have enough rails to make it back home, but it's fine. We also have low amount of signals. I do really like the, some of my bots are still fucking slowly coming back. Okay. Yeah, we are out of 13 rails and, out of 13 walls, sorry. You're expanding there? Fucking... Come on! Yes, I know I'm clearing a forest right now. That's an expansion group. Yeah, you can see they're turning into stuff. It is time to go into combat. You do not build close to my land that I stole from you. Are we the baddies? Yes, we are. Hey, talk about this in your deep gaming moments in gaming video. That's actually a really good name for a, for a satire video. Oh my god. I don't even remember. Deep moments. Deep moments in gaming. And the first, like, deep moments in gaming, and the fucking image is just... Oh my god, yes, yes, like... The deepest moments in deep gaming, and, the fucking... Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, like, the thumbnail is just, like, a deep-fried image of Joker. But the video was just about, games where you can drill down, like, you know, and what is the deepest hole you can dig in this game, that game. The fucking... That'd be really funny. I would have to use the deranged top 10s voice, which means, my throat would be ruined for the next few days, because that is very far outside of my normal vocal range, which hurts my voice a lot, but, hey, if, some people, like, jump off a building for content, I will put on a silly voice that hurts me for content. But only very rarely. Because voices are expensive. You know how much this voice cost me? Free. It came with me having... it came free with me having, like, the necessary prerequisites. Oh, shit. Where the fuck's the tank? Down there. Aha. Okay, let's just run back, actually. Let me just steal you. Ah, fuck. No, I'm not here. It's fine, it's fine. So what do we need? We need rail, then we need walls, then we need some repair packs, and we need a loudspeaker. Forgot about that last one till now. Okay, we need you. We need a loudspeaker for sticks. Wire. Now, I know why. I know how speakers are built. I know, but like... Thanks for simulating how to build a speaker so accurately, game. You will, okay, fuck. We have 2 minutes, I forgot. Yeah. Walls? Run back. Okay, anyways, I'll see you next time when we, do whatever the fuck. I don't know. Finish that and get oil and then... I don't know. See you then. Goodbye.